Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Hearthstone Arena. We're currently 2-2 with the Shaman deck, which has no endgame. I basically went a bit too heavy on the 3 drops in the early game. We do have an Earth Elemental again, we do have a Lightning Storm this time, a Lightning Bolt or whatever it's called, Lightning Shock. Not the one that does 2 damage, but or 2 different targets, just 1 target, which I guess isn't that great. And we'll see where this brings us, huh? So yeah. How much do you see of the screen? Everything, right? Okay. So we're up against the Paladin, which killed me before. We also go first, which is pretty shitty. I'll get rid of all of these. I know it seems weird, but I do want some early game cards and I have more odds of getting that, yeah, stuff like that. Obviously the rest is pretty shitty now, but we did get a Mad Bomber. I'm a fan of Mad Bomber. It already won me so much in the past. I think he's gonna coin throw it 3-2 down, I guess. Yep. And then we Mad Bomber and obviously hit this twice and hit him. That's the way this goes. 1. Nope. Well, I guess that's still fine. Like these now trade, but well, they normally trade, depends on what it does, of course. If it doesn't do anything or something, summon something decent, we can monetize totem and that's pretty good though. God damn it. I hate that card. Like Divine Shield is pretty strong. And if he attacks here, he has so much initiative here. He could attack me. And then I can't cast any of these. Well, I can cast this, but it doesn't do anything. I actually have to give a minion +2 attack, I'm obliged to. And I have to give a minion of him plus attack then? That just seems terrible. This might be easy. Ah, that's better. Much better. Bam, baby. Now we have a form of control, I guess, with the Monetite Totem as well next turn. These will trade, I guess. Unless he has a removal for this, which is fine as well. Hopefully not something really big. Well, we can use this and then kill his something really big. Yep, that's fine. Ah, that's interesting. So yeah, he's gonna draw 2 cards of that. There's nothing I can do about that, I guess. We have to get through the taunt anyway. If he has a remove for this now, I'm pretty screwed. I have no removal in my hand for this. If he has another taunt, it's pretty annoying as well. Something like that, yeah. Like, he's gonna draw so many cards of this. How am I supposed to deal with this? I guess that's... doesn't work. Does it work? Does it remove everything? Like, let's Google this again. Rules not being good enough. Hearthstone. I have to Google way too much to have the little things in mind. And I'm actually recording with a different... this is much better. Like, you just saw Googling there. Strategy, transform minions, view. Hex is a free basic card, blah blah blah, taunt, transform. Like, it doesn't actually say it even. Like, I still don't know. Terrible, right? Like, you just don't know, and it's why this game isn't good enough, in my opinion. There's too much information that you need to know when making these pretty tough decisions that you do not have the information about because it's lacking on the card. Like, it says it says, hey, you can transform a minion into a 0-1 frog with taunt. Okay, great. I love transforming a minion in 0-1 with taunt. Does it remove all the rest? Does it remove the Loon's Grace? I don't know. I didn't make this game. How on earth am I supposed to know that shit? And they never ever tell you. And that is why this game is probably not gonna work. Or has a lot of downside. So we do get another spell damage, which obviously does nothing. We'll summon this. And I think we're gaining board control here, and if we do, and we can play the Mana Tide Totem, that's great. But the rest of our cards at this point are pretty shitty. Like Paladin has Consecration deals too, so that's just a 1-for-1 there. Then he can use this stupid thing. I just summoned this. What? Ah, the other one to get the health, sure. Let's see what he does here, right? Yeah, so he does have Consecration. Oh yeah, of course. He also killed my 4 too. Like I even figured it out, but then... yeah, your opponent has to have it. And obviously they did. So that's a good card. We can kill that with it. I guess we then summon a totem, which hopefully is a taunt. It obviously isn't because it's us. And then we summon a random 2-4. Which I guess won't be good enough. Like I have the 6-5 for 6 that deals 3 damage and stuff. I have pretty decent cards, I just don't draw them. Like if I draw it now, I can shoot this, then kill this, stuff like that. But you really need to have those cards, or at least draw the cards. Like the previous turn was fine for me if my opponent had deal 5 damage overload. Like that's terrible. Like we can kill this, then attack this, I guess. Kill this. Kill this. Then we still take 4. What's this? Okay. I guess. We have to get a taunt token here. We obviously don't, because it's still us. Oh, now we draw it. No, we draw it. It's a bit late. It's over. Like we go down to 2. Anything on board kills us. Yeah, I can see it. This is why I hate this game. It's just that like I didn't cast Hex because I didn't know what it does. And it's like this seems like a rant, and it actually is a rant. Like there's too much information. There's too much information burden on the player, and you shouldn't allow that in your game. Like Ysera, it says at the end of your turn, draw a dream card. Nowhere does it say what a dream card is. I had no clue what a dream card is. Wild Growth, the fact that if you cast it at 10 mana, you get a Wild Growth if you cast it at the end of your turn. So we'll open a pack here. If you cast it when you have 10 mana, it basically just cantrips, it draws you another card. Like, I didn't know that either. How the hell am I supposed to know that? And stuff like that is stuff that people shouldn't try to figure out for themselves. It's stuff that should be written on the card. It's stuff that people, like the taunt one, it's stuff that people shouldn't have the need to learn the rules so specifically that they can do everything like that. And it's a flaw of a game. It's a big flaw of a game. Also, I dislike randomness within a game. I understand that there is randomness within any game, because you're basically your matchups are random. The cards you draw are random. That's fine, but your cards should not promote randomness. Like Net Pagel, terrible design. 50% chance to draw a card. It's a terrible design. The lightning storm with the shaman, that it does 2 or 3 damage, terrible design. You can't force a player to make a decision and gamble and hope it turns out fine. And like a card game like that that openly shows randomness and makes people gamble basically on the outcome of what they do can never be a competitive game. Like, okay, I compare it with Magic the Gathering, right? That's the most popular and successful TCG. Like, that game has randomness, but you're not forced to play it within a draft. Like, if you draft a card here, you have to play it. And Lightning Storm is a decent card. You probably still want to play it, but like in Magic, the only cards that have randomness are basically some kind of fun cards that roll a die. But for the rest, like, they went away from randomness. And Richard Garfield does have a presentation about how luck has to be a factor within a game. That your little Joe from the corner, the son of the baker, can actually win an entire Pro Tour based on some kind of luck factor, and that he can live the dream. Else, little Joe would never play the game, and the game would eventually die out because it would just become something like chess, right? And you obviously don't want to be like chess. You have to have some kind of random factor, but it shouldn't be on your cards itself. So basically, that's the rant for me. As you can see, I do not have enough gold at this point. I will grind a bit and then start recording the next one. So see you for next video. Sorry for that it is a bit shorter.